and ever wonder why some horror franchises just keep going? Um, Sometimes a good idea gets stretched a little too thin. Um, let's talk about this is like a golf game. The original burst onto the scene with a darkly comedic twist, earning a dedicated fan base. Now, Radio Silence, the team behind the first film and the recent reboots, return to this world. Um, but does this sequel recapture the magic, or does it feel like a game that's run out of steam? Uh, the story picks up shortly after the events of the first film. Grace, once again played by Samara Weaving, finds herself entangled in another deadly game with her eccentric in-laws. This time, the stakes are even higher as a group of sinister socialites seek to control the world order. It's a premise that sounds exciting on paper, but quickly feels familiar. Um, but one has to ask why this sequel even exists. The first film was a success, but not a blockbuster. But Radio Silence has moved on to bigger projects. So the decision to revisit this world feels a bit strange. And unfortunately, the film doesn't quite justify its existence. Samara Weaving is, as always, a standout as they stand out. Uh, she brings energy and charisma to the role of Grace, and however, the script doesn't give her much room to grow beyond what we've already seen. The chemistry is with Catherine Newton, who plays Grace's sister, feels somewhat lacking. The supporting cast is packed with familiar faces, including Elijah Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and even David Cronenberg. Sean Hatosi delivers a particularly menacing performance, a stark contrast to his work in Kevin Feige Mass. Wood is reliably funny, but his role feels a bit predictable. One of the biggest issues with the film is its lack of originality. The villains are underdeveloped and their motivations feel thin. The premise of each hunter using a weapon from a specific era is initially intriguing but quickly abandoned. This leads to action sequences that feel repetitive and predictable. The kills, unfortunately, lack creativity. Most fall into one of two categories: stabbings or explosions. While Radio Silence clearly enjoys a good explosion, the overuse of this effect quickly becomes tiresome, and the film desperately needs more variety in its set pieces. On a positive note, the production design is a significant step up from the original. The larger location provides a greater sense of scale and diversity. It's a visual upgrade that helps to keep things interesting, even when the story falters. Ultimately, is a marginal step down from the original ancestor. It's less fun, more repetitive, and full of inconsistencies. It feels like a missed opportunity. Honestly, maybe we would have been better off with another film. They say sequels are always harder. It's like trying to play hide and seek with someone who already knows all your hiding spots. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.